Good afternoon, everyone. Mania is probably been happening soon. Thank you for tuning in to my podcast. Uh, Tonight we're gonna discuss hardcore justice. I just got done witnessing what happens to be the best event I've seen in a while. Lots of violence, lots of brutality. Let's get into it. Let me pull up my notes. Lot to discuss. Hardcore Justice kicks off with a three-way tag team match. Team number 1, Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. Team number 2, TJP and Falaba. Team number 3, Josh Alexander and a returning PD Williams. Yes, PD Williams returned to team with Josh Alexander. I don't know if he's staying or what, but he's back. Fun, right? After a crazy-ass tag team match, Josh Alexander and PD Williams win with the leg lock on Falaba, a submission victory. Yes, a submission victory. Fun match. It was a great match, actually. It was probably one of the strongest matches on the card, I thought, anyways. Yeah. So, I just lost my train of thought. So it was a fun match, great match. Go back and go look forward to it. A lot of fun stuff happened, a lot of innovative offense, a lot of great stuff. Up next, the chair legal match. All chairs are legal. Is with Shira versus Hernandez. This was a fun match. It ended kind of weird, but a lot of chair shots were done. A lot of chairs in the back, chairs in the head, chairs planted in the ring ropes. A lot of fun. And then apparently it was all ruined by Rohit Raju. He came into the match, turned on Hernandez, used a chair on the head, an unprotected headshot, and Hernandez lost the match. Shira and Rohit are friends again. Fun, right? You can't keep up with this nonsense. Fun stuff. We head back to Swingers Palace, and James Storm and Chris Sabin are chilling. Triple XL shows up and starts a drinking match. Cardona shows up once in on the match, and Swinger confronts him. Tommy Dreamer shows up and yells, "Match time!" They'll have a match, a Great American Bash match. I am confused. Yes, I was confused at that time. I didn't know what that was or what kind of match it was. Next up, Doc Gallows versus Decay's Black Taurus. After giving Doc Gallows the fight of his life, Carl Anderson hopped up on the apron with the distraction, a super kick to Black Taurus, and a finishing move to Gallows wins the match. Yeah, this was another fun match. Doc Gallows didn't know what to make of Black Taurus. In one part of the match, he's like, "What the hell is this?" He doesn't know what it was. And it surprised him a lot. A lot of good offense on Black Taurus's part to Doc Gallows. It was a fun match. It ended with a distraction, but it was a fun match, and I would definitely go back to watch it again. Mystery crate match. Johnny Swinger versus Matt Cardona. First crate had a picture of Scott Hall. The second crate had a rat trap, which hurt Swinger. He put his hand in there and got caught in the cookie jar kind of thing. The third crate had brass knucks, which Swinger attempted to use, but to no avail. Matt Cardona blocked it or avoided it, one of the two. It was not released. The fourth crate was taken by Matt Cardona. It was not released what was in it, but Matt Cardona won the match. Sami Callihan demands an open challenge match because he wants to be on the card. Talks about how passion involves getting what you want and taking it if they say no. Beale shows up. Interesting. And it was a very short, somewhat one-sided match with the package pile driver. Goodnight, Sam Beale. Yep, Sam Beale lost. But the draw, Sami Callihan won, so I won. I wanted him to win. Oh man, that's a nasty pimple on my neck. Up next, the Blind Games match, a hardcore blindfold match. Myers versus Jake Something with an assist. This was a fun match, and I know I say that a lot, but a lot of it happened during them all being blindfolded. During half of the match, Cardona, the ref, got attacked, and Myers pulled off his mask or blindfold and super kicked Jake Something's own mask off. So he does that, and the ref looks at down Jake Something. Oh, you got to put your mask on. You got to put your mask on. So they get in there and involved. It was very touchy to feel out where it's going kind of match. And then all of a sudden, Matt Cardona comes out and distracts the ref. He comes back carrying the crate. He taps on the apron to get Myers' attention, and Myers is swinging blindly, not hitting anything. Matt Cardona slides the crate to Jake Something, and Jake Something cracks it up on Myers' head, and to reveal what the fourth crate had while Matt Cardona wanted to keep it, it was full of action figures. Fun. So yes, with an assist by Matt Cardona sliding in the fourth crate to Jake Something, it was full of action figures. He used it against Myers, then a black hole slam, and then that was it for Myers. Myers lost the match. Next up is the number one contenders match. Number one contenders weapon match was Rosemary, TenilleDashwood, Jordynne Grace, Alicia, Havoc, and Susan. Or so we thought. Susan came out, and she got taken out by Su Yung. Su Yung manifested Susan to become Su Yung again for the match. So it wasn't Susan, it was Su Yung, and everyone was surprised as much as everyone that was watching. There was a fan audience that would have gotten such a huge pop. After all the chaos, Alicia being abducted by Su Yung. Yeah, later on, Su Yung did the whole mandible claw and just took Alicia out of the match. Just vanquished her out of the match. I don't know what happened or what happened after the tacks were introduced. Alicia put Rosemary through the tacks, through the thumbtacks, and then Su Yung came out and did the thing with Alicia and completely abducted her. Very fun stuff. After all the chaos being abducted by Su Yung, Nevaeh costing Havoc the match. Yes, Nevaeh came out and threw powder in Havoc's face to distract her, and it costed her the match because Jordynne Grace, I don't remember what happened. She fell off. Jordynne Grace did the whole fall from grace thing where she jumps off the top rope or middle rope and does the splash. Caleb pulled her out. Caleb did a super kick, and then TenilleDashwood sneaked in with the victory. And Tenille is now number one contender. And she'll face Deonna. She'll face the winner of tonight's match. I already said it. We'll face Deonna at Rebellion. Up next, Deonna Purazzo versus Jazz. Title versus career. This was a very interesting match. Weapons got introduced by Deonna, but Deonna was too much for Jazz, and Deonna used the Queen's Gambit and won the match. Thank you, Jazz. Yes, Jazz is done with Impact. Her career is done. She's free to move on and do what she wants later. But yes, Deonna Purazzo won the match, so Jazz is done with Impact. Unfortunately. Next up is the Hardcore War, VBD versus Team Dreamer. Before the match started, Dreamer was taken out of action. We found him lying almost unconscious next to a chair. He was taken out of action. Scott D'Amore and Ross said he was uncleared. He wasn't cleared to compete. So the first two competitors are Edwards. He had Kenny. Diener had a lead pipe. Tommy Rhino appeared, and they both lose their weapons, and they both fight like an actual wrestling match for 5 minutes. And then out comes Rhino with a pool cue. A pool table cue, like that long stick you use to shoot pool with. Then they go at it for about a good 2 minutes. Then out comes Willie Mack with Kenny, because Eddie lost Kenny when he was paying attention to Dreamer, and he had a fistful of chain, so he used that. Next out comes Joe Doring. He brought himself as a weapon because he's an absolute brute. And then Rich Swann comes out with a low blow to Joe Doring and a handicap sign and a table, which Eddie Edwards and Willie Mack try to set up before Eric Young comes out with a hockey stick and beats them with it. Then, because Tommy Dreamer couldn't come out comes Trey Miguel with a golf club. Beats them to living hell with it. After a violent fucking battle, Willie Mack was triple teamed by Joe Doring, Rhino, and Eric. No, it was Dino. It was Rhino, Joe Doring, and Eric Young. Triple teaming Willie Mack. And Willie Mack lost the match with a pile driver by Eric Young. The main talking point about this match, though, is Joe Doring was on the ring apron, and Eddie Edwards, he was about to put the elbow through Eddie Edwards on the table. He was laid out on the table. But Trey Miguel did his Meteora. Oh, I said it right. Meteora off the top rope, through Joe Doring, through Eddie Edwards, took them all out of the match. So it was up to Rhino, Joe Doring, Diener, Eric Young, Willie Mack, and Rich Swann was out as well. So Willie Mack, unfortunately, was the pinning was the pin. That sounds weird. So yeah. That was Hardcore Justice. Great show, great action, great violence. It was everything it needed to be. Thank you, Tommy Dreamer, for booking it. Thank you, Jazz, for the hard-fought victory you did. And thank you to the whole entire roster that freaking killed it. All right, that is the end of my video. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next Thursday. Bye.